Hi, my name is James Morgan. My YouTube channel is Meet Morgan. In this video, I'm going to discuss AMC stock and what I'm going to do this next week in regards to the position that I have in AMC. If you like the video, at the end of it, please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. It'd help my channel out a lot and I'd appreciate it. All right, just try to be quick, and my videos aren't known for being quick, but I got involved with AMC stock last year. No, I'm sorry, I got involved with it this year, early this year, when it ran up that first time when GameStop was running up at the end of January. I got into it basically for FOMO, fear of missing out. I bought in the first time pretty high when it was close to its high. It was around $20, and I went ahead and studied the stock after I got involved with it, which I should have done before I got involved. But I had to decide: do I just go ahead and take my loss and get out, or is there a play here? And can I make some stay in it, hopefully make some money? Then I did research, which again I should have done before, and I found out that that AMC stock, it had a chance of doing exactly what it's doing now. So I was convinced on the possibility that the stock could go up, not from a financial fundamental point of view or reasoning. It would be more from a technical point of view, as far as a reason, because the stock was in the position it was in with all the hedge funds and the market makers and the broker dealers. And if you guys are watching this, I think you understand. So again, it wasn't based on the fundamentals, the financial fundamentals of the company. It was based on what is going on with the stock right now, because the stock was so manipulated. So then I had to decide, well, how much money am I going to put into it, and when to start dollar cost averaging into the stock. And what that means is you wait for the dips on the stock, and then you buy what you can or what you want to at that dip to help your overall per share price. So I went ahead and started buying some as it came down, and then I bought the majority of the stock, thank goodness, when it was around in the 5s and 6s and even a little bit in the 7s. So my position for myself, for what I want to put into the market and for the money I have, is heavy. It's the only stock that I have in what I call my retail stock portfolio, which is the stocks that I just trade myself. Not my long-term stocks or my stocks for retirement, stuff like that. So it is the only stock I have now in my retail portfolio, and I had never planned that. Again, it just turned out that way with the way the markets were going, with the technology was taking a hit, a lot of stocks were, and I just was the more I researched AMC and watched it, the more I was convinced that we would be in the position that we're in now, or at least that the stock is in now. Now that could change, stuff could change, the markets are very volatile and fluid, and next week I could feel totally different and I could be totally out of stock. But right now I think AMC, it's just my opinion, and let me say also, I'm not I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this video, I'm not a stockbroker of any kind or a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you my opinions, and in this case it's on AMC stock. So from my research, I thought that this stock had a good chance of, again, doing what it's doing right now, which is starting to get a lot of attention, starting to really be strong at certain levels, and the forecast for it just looking like it's going to basically explode. And so but the price for that was having to watch it real close, having to buy it when it dipped, and having to live through a lot of volatility and unsureness. But that's nothing's guaranteed in life. That's why you do the best you can on research. So again, this was me. Some people feel like AMC is a bad bet and do not want to get involved with it and think this is just a luck and that it's going to just take a big dive, and it could. So each investor has to decide for themselves. But since this was a holiday, today is I'm filming this on May 31st, 2021. It's a Memorial Day, so just want to briefly say, we need to all give thanks for our veterans, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to be doing what we're doing right now, and I wouldn't be able to be talking to you like I am right now. So shout out to all the veterans out there. But because it is Memorial Day here, stock markets, it's not Memorial Day in Europe, and the markets were open, and I believe this stock closed. I had to get over here. I'm a home builder, and I'm at one of the homes that, knock on wood, I'm going to be closing on tomorrow. So had to come over here, but the last I saw on the European markets, the AMC was euro-wise was in the high 20s, but US dollar-wise, you convert that, I believe it was around $30. So a share. So I think tomorrow morning this stock is going to open up, at least in the pre-market, at 3 a.m. around $30. I think it's going to be sort of bullish, is my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen from research I've done, and I haven't been bad. I had all my research. I'm wrong sometimes, but for the most part, for me, I think I've done okay in the stock market. I've done better in the last year in the stock market than I have in building homes. But although home building is pretty good right now, so it's going to be but then the stock's about to go up tremendously too. AMC and the squeeze possibly happening. So hopefully, man, this will be a good time for everybody. So, but saying that, I think tomorrow it's going to, in pre-market, it's going to open, and with all the FOMO going on, which is fear of missing out, with all the media attention in the stock right now, and with what happened last week, especially Thursday and Friday of last week, I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on this stock, and a lot of people probably getting involved with this stock. So, but I think the hedge funds are going to be shorting the heck out of it also. So I think you're going to see some good, they call them rips when they go up, and of course dips when it goes down. So I think you're going to see a lot of dips and rips over the next few days, maybe even this whole next week. And so I think there's some good opportunity for buying. My opinion is I would not buy at the beginning of Monday. I would wait on into the day, and probably closer until about an hour after the markets open here in the U.S., which Central Standard Time would be about 9:30 Central Standard Time, because the markets open here about 8:30. And I would see how it looks after about an hour of opening, and see. I think, just my opinion, we're going to see some substantial. When I say substantial, $4 or $5 swings throughout the day, up and down. I think it's going to be anywhere from, could be as high as $35 and as low as $25. Sort of how it was on Friday, except on Friday it just went up, at the beginning, and then came down and sort of stayed there. I think you're going to see some volatility of about $5, maybe low 30s all the way to, mid to higher 20s, and get in on one of those dips. Now, even if it goes back down, I don't think it will go under 23 or so, 22, 23, no matter what. Just my opinion. But I don't know if I'd wait that low, or if you're thinking of selling some, don't wait till it hits 35. Just my opinion, because it's very hard to get it at the apex of either it going up or down. But I do think that there's some play in there between 24.5 and 34.5. So I'm going to be looking for those, and I'm going to try to participate in some of the dips or some of the upswings too. But I usually don't. I have not. I've just held my stock for months. Just in the last, and just bought more. But just in the last few weeks, have I started buying and selling a little bit on some dips and ribs, trying to make a little bit of money, and again, not trying to deplete any of the shares I have, if anything, getting more, which I've been able to do a little bit, but I've been very careful, very conservative. I even did less than I thought I was going to do on Friday, and still made some money on Thursday and Friday. But if you're not into that, or you don't follow it that well, or you're just not comfortable with it, or you have a job that you have to go to, just my opinion is, get ready to buy it, even if you're at your job, if you can, and decide on have a number in your mind, and if it gets close to that number and you're feeling like doing it, or if it hits that number, go ahead and buy, and then maybe not worry about it the rest of the day. Or if you think you're going to buy and sell and wait for it to go up, then just be prepared for a number when it goes up. But you got to have a little bit of a plan. And so, so at least that's my plan. If the opportunity presents itself this week, which I think it's going to, I'm going to sell and buy a little bit more and more. And if for some reason I don't, this is psychology of stock here, I think. If for some reason, I've got a number in my mind of the amount of shares that I want, but now I'm far enough along, and I see that, and I do believe AMC's going through, I'm going to be able to make some good money at it and stuff. So if I sell some and I can't get back in at that price or lower, I'm not going to sweat it, and I'm just going to watch it, and it's not going to be a matter of I have to have this many shares, or I have to have it at this price. If it just gets close, and because chasing it one way or another, or just, that's, at least for me, that's never worked, and it's not good. But I do think we're going to have some good opportunity in the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, and that this thing will probably start really doing whatever it's going to do as far as squeeze wise, as far as going up and stuff, probably in the next few weeks. I don't know if it's going to be this week coming up, and I don't think it's going to be over the next few days. It's just my opinion from the stuff that I've looked at. And you guys there's a lot of stuff out there on YouTube and on the internet. Do some research. Watch a lot of different channels, or again, just go on the internet, do as much research as you can. Also look back and see how the stock has performed over especially the last, I think the last probably 3 weeks. Again, I am very bullish on the stock. I've been in it since the last few days of January. My position has only grown since then. I've done a little bit of trading with it just in the last few weeks, and fortunately I've made a little bit of money on it that way, and made my position a little bit stronger. And over the last few weeks, and I contribute this to me really following it and paying attention to it, I have been right more than wrong on where I think it's going and what I think it's going to do. Again, though, it's just, it could have went the other way. But I think a lot of times you help create your own luck. And so, of course, I've been lucky on some of this, but some of it has been, because I think I've paid attention and done research. And the other thing is stick to your convictions, which that was something I really had to learn over this since I've been trading in the stocks over the last 10 months, 11 months, is if you're not comfortable with something and you haven't done a lot of research and stuff on it, then step back, or just don't mess with it for that time until for those days until you get more comfortable with it. But if you have, and you think you see a pattern, or you think it's going to go a certain way, and your gut's telling you that too, but your gut, along with some actual reality of facts and research, then do that. Go with that. At least that's my opinion. I actually did go ahead and sell higher and buy the dips. I made money. Now it's not always going to work that way, but I had to actually push the trade button to get it done. So I know that's very hard. So that's my experience.